I want to look at a clip now of a radical Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene being interviewed by Alex Jones on InfoWars. Now, as many of you know, Alex Jones recently attacked me.
Thank your lucky stars every day you're not Dave Pakman.
Right.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money, but everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
So Alex Jones really doesn't like me, but he really likes Marjorie Taylor Greene. And that tells us a lot about Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene, in 1 minute yesterday, while being interviewed by Alex Jones, told so many lies that some are likening this to a psychotic break. This is a sitting member of Congress, guys. This is someone who is currently a member of Congress. And the funniest part is her starting by saying everything going on with COVID is mental illness. Let's take a listen.
This is truly mental illness.
Now, I know she said mental illness. She means mental illness, guys. Trust me.
Wearing a mask today after 2 years of this Chinese virus that has infected our country, this man-made Chinese virus that Dr. Fauci sent our tax dollars to and contributed to. But
she can contributed, mental. It's just visibly struggling to speak.
People still wearing masks. I mean, it's truly mentally ill. We know the masks don't work and the vaccines don't work.
Now, both of those statements are untrue. Masks do work. Those lame gaiters that people pull over their face and cloth masks don't work that well. If you've got two people wearing N95s, I mean, this has been studied extensively. If one person is infected and one person's not, and both are wearing N95s, the odds of transmission are very, very low. If people aren't wearing masks, the odds of transmission go up, who knows how many times. I don't want to understate it, but they go up dramatically. Vaccines work. New data suggests that you are 97 times more likely to die of COVID right now if you have no vaccines versus if you have 3 doses. So what she's saying is not true. It's not even close to true.
People that are vaccinated are still getting COVID.
Now, of course, that's true, but it ignores the reality that if you're unvaccinated, you're 97 times more likely to, it's exhausting at this point, guys.
But I think that people really have blood on their hands that have stopped the prescriptions of ivermectin, refuse people who have had sick family members in the hospital of not being able to take ivermectin.
Now, remember, ivermectin has not been demonstrated to be effective against COVID. I would love it if ivermectin, Z-Pax, hydroxychloroquine, zinc, whatever. I would love it if that was effective for COVID. These are cheap, ubiquitous things. I have no ideological opposition, but they've not been demonstrated to work against COVID.
Or any other kind of life-saving treatment or therapy. I mean, I truly think that we need to investigate all of these people and investigate the deaths that are reported on the VAERS system and hold people accountable.
Now, the VAERS system is another darling of the American right. Remember, anybody can report anything they want to the VAERS system. Well, but David, that would be against the law. People could get in trouble for that. Is anybody getting in trouble for the false reports? No. So anybody can report anything to the VAERS system, and even honest reports to the VAERS system about people who died 6 weeks after getting a vaccine. When you have hundreds of millions of people getting vaccinated, including elderly folks and sick folks, of course, some of them are going to die within 6 weeks of getting the vaccine, and they would have died within 6 weeks anyway. And it can have nothing to do with COVID even, never mind the vaccine. So she's wrong about everything. She's, Alex Berenson is sort of the wrongest man on the pandemic. Marjorie Taylor Greene is sort of like the wrongest woman on the pandemic.
Because it's Dr. Fauci and anyone at the CDC or anyone involved that stopped life-saving treatments and therapies and people died. Well, I think they're guilty of murder.
Right. Not giving ivermectin makes you guilty of murder. And by the way, why do all these right wingers, instead of saying Dr. Fauci, they say Dr. Fauci? Why can't they just pronounce things the way they are? So Marjorie Taylor Greene, dangerously unhinged. And remember the messages. Member of Congress, one of 435, and almost certain to be reelected to her seat in Georgia. One of our sponsors is Established Titles. If you're looking for a perfect last-minute Valentine's Day gift, check this out. It's funny, it's unique, and they're supporting a great cause. Established Titles is a project based on the historic Scottish custom where landowners are called lords and ladies. And so Established Titles lets you ceremonially buy as little as 1 square foot of dedicated land in Aberdeenshire, Scotland, so that you can call yourself a lord or lady. You get an official certificate with a crest. They let you see exactly where your spot is located. But in return for each one sold, Established Titles will plant a tree to protect the beautiful, pristine woodlands of Scotland. Established Titles also supports global charities like One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future. So it's a fun gift, but you're also helping to support something great. And right now they're having a huge Valentine's Day sale. On top of that, you'll get an extra 10% off when you go to establishedtitles.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman. The link is down below.